Hey, Riot gave me these codes for a super mega awesome exclusive content creator emote, so let's do a fun giveaway. If you want to win this cool thing, all you have to do is follow my Instagram in the description below, find this picture, and comment on it with your best pun. I'll be sure to choose the 10 lucky winners that made me groan the hardest. So get on over there. Also, I couldn't set up my lights this week, so I'm a cartoon. Anyway, can we talk about this? League of Legends is prone to change, and though sometimes those changes can be as minuscule as base damage on a skill, or a fucking tiara on a skin re-release, I wish I was kidding, some of these tweaks are game-changing, and occasionally, game-breaking. Cheers to you, Season 8. Maybe you should use the Resolve rune to figure out what the fuck is going on with the other 4. Things being different is inevitable. As Nan Skooch used to say, "Don't be afraid of change. As you get older, your voice gets deeper. Your understanding will grow, and of course, evil wraith creatures will turn into birds." And she was right. God, I miss Nan. So wise. Change is powerful. I feel like it goes without saying, if it weren't for the constant updates, patches, character releases, and visual upgrades, this game would have definitely not lasted as long as it did. Let's not forget that this is the same game as this. And though I can sit here and make fun of Scion's Nintendo 64-ass graphics, I'd rather focus on the concept of growth. It really does go over our heads that a lot of us have been playing this game for 5 to 9 years. And believe it or not, that's incredibly uncommon. There's a reason why in the span of this game's long life, we've been bombarded by 10 Call of Duty titles and 19 Assassin's Creed games. Jesus Christ. You guys really shat these out, huh? I'd say you're beating a dead horse, but at this point, you're using the bones of a dead horse to beat a whole dang organization to death. And so the question stands. Skooch, what kind of change is needed to keep a game interesting and refreshing enough to use all of my time? And before I get to the answer, I do want to clarify that, paid DLC is not the way to do it. The fact that Riot can keep a game so constantly refreshing for 9 years without actually charging you a dime is commendable. They've updated everything from lore to art and visuals. They've created over 130 characters, each with a unique playstyle. Characters have been buffed, rebuffed, debuffed, knee buffed, 1 buff, 2 buff, red buff, blue buff. And now the issue with the game surviving for so long is that not every cog in the machine is bound to work properly forever. Some pieces rust, some pieces break, and more importantly, some pieces should just not have been there to begin with. Scion, I know we already roasted you, but this is the dumbest passive I've ever seen in my whole damn life. So what do you do with a broken cog? Not you. That's better? When a piece to a machine gets outdated, sure, you could just polish it, slap it with some WD-40 and hope that it can keep up, or just replace it. Reworking champions is Riot's answer to keeping their already impressive roster of characters fresh while still trying to keep their base ideas intact. Warwick went from a gank-heavy amazing skirmisher with great catch potential to a gank-heavy amazing skirmisher with great catch potential in HD. And though some of these gotta turn off the echo. And though some of these characters may have suffered a bit of an identity crisis when being reworked, most of them are just new and improved versions of their previous ideas. A shining example of this would be none other than the boy Nunu himself. Oh, I'm sorry, Nunu and Willump. Nunu used to be in an awkward space. Whereas he was able to counter jungle and secure objectives pretty easily, when it came to team fighting, he was just kind of there. Nunu and Willump, aka Nunu, aka Nunu Platinum, offers a new take on our old lovable Yeti and Lost Child combo. And while I'm here, I just want to say, god damn, I'm so happy I never have to see this fucking splash art again. We went from the Nightmare on Elm Street remake to some sort of Studio Ghibli X Avatar The Last Airbender wet dream. Though Nunu's Q and Ultimate are practically the same, except you can now consume champions and deal magic damage, plus his ult grants him a shield, Nunu and Willump do have some new tricks up their sleeve. And to keep up tradition, I figured I should explain Nunu's new kit in song. Just a boy up on the rift, know my Yeti got my back. Lock them down, they don't move, in arrest, cardiac, Everest. I be froze, so much water on the chest. You can call the kid Dasani, that's a fucking bottleneck. Got a passive that quick in the way that my team attacks. Pack a punch like a doggy, cause I will aim for your ass. I was lost as a child, and now this Yeti my dad. I was lost as a child, and now this Yeti my dad. Got a cue, that's consumed, take a chunk out of you. Coming through, bitch, got the W. I ain't never heard of L's, that is H-A-J-K-M. N-O-B-O-D-Y lives when I'm molting all your friends. The thing about keeping Nunu's character design relatively similar is that he's still great at objective control, but nothing else. Nunu isn't meant to be a skirmisher, or even a team fighter, because, don't quote me on this, but Nunu has the worst fighting potential in all of League of Legends. Nunu's role in the game isn't to be a CC-heavy fighter like most of the jungle roster. He's more of a disruptor, because when it comes to close quarters, Nunu has virtually no hard CC to offer. Well, there's one. Since it's most likely the last skill you'll be leveling, Nunu's E is goddamn useless. Nunu throws up to 3 volleys of snowballs, each dealing almost 0 damage. And as much as I want to say, if you land all 3 volleys on one champion, it's pretty strong, it's just not. If you land all 3 volleys and for some gosh darn reason they stand near you for the whole 3 seconds it takes for Willump to root them, it still deals less damage than, drumroll please, 1 auto attack from a fucking super minion. God damn, this ability is weak. Just give us back the old snowball, or replace it with a second W so we can have fun rolling all over the map while our team reports us for AFK. Besides his E, the Nunu and Willump rework is amazing. I mean, sure, Nunu isn't the best team fighter, and in turn falls into a support jungle-driven role, but his playstyle is unique, and rolling around with a giant snowball is some of the most fun I've had in ages. Whether you want to track the enemy jungler and consume the camps they're not getting, roll around with your W all game in order to make some hilarious plays, or just listen to some of the cutest goddamn voice work gaming has ever seen,
Lift me higher, Willump, so I can punch it in the nose!
Nunu is a fun pick, but please buff my cute little snow angel, Riot. He just wants to have fun, but it's almost impossible when your abilities heal them. Please! In short, Nunu's not the best pick, yet he's fun. I couldn't come up with anything else. Leave me alone. Thank you for watching this week's episode of Can We Talk About This? If there's something else you want to talk about, leave it in the comment section below. And also, I'm glad to be back. I missed your face. And just kind of a fun fact, the Nunu rap, I think I actually may have hurt my voice a little bit. But I thought the joke of going way too hard as a little kid was worth it. So you know what? All's well that ends well. Obama came from Area 51.